like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So UFC 300 main event is going to be Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill in the main event of UFC 300. It's just like when this UFC 300 main event was spoke about, even before we knew what it was, I was thinking of it's going to be Conor versus Michael Chandler. I was thinking of probably Khabib comes back and he faces Leon Edwards, or Islam versus Leon Edwards, or what about Leon Edwards versus Shavkat, or I don't know, DDP versus Izzy, or we could do Hamzat versus DDP, or the one that kept swirling around was Aspinall versus Alex Pereira. That would have been awesome. But we got this. I'm happy. I like the fight. This is a solid fight. I like it. So I don't really need to go into the history of these people. Usually when I do these breakdowns, I'll show you the win-loss, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to do that because we know who they are. Alex Pereira is the light heavyweight champion. He is the 2-division weight champion. He was the champion at middleweight. Now he's the champion at light heavyweight. Last win, he stopped Jiri Prohaska to claim the vacant light heavyweight championship. He's going to be facing Jamahal, who never lost the championship. He had to relinquish it due to an injury. His last victory was over Alex Pereira's coach, Glover Teixeira. It was a 5-round beatdown by Jamahal, I just have to be honest. Before that, he's had some really good wins. His knockout over Johnny Walker, that was emphatic. That's a highlight reel knockout. Obviously, Alex Pereira, he's beaten in his recent fights 4 former champions. Obviously, Jiri Prohaska, Jan Blachowicz. He beat Israel Adesanya, obviously, and he also beat Sean Strickland. At the time, he wasn't the champion, but he's now a former champion. This one is pretty hard to predict. I wouldn't bet on this. If I had money down, I would not be betting on this fight because you have to look at it. Obviously, Alex Pereira is slightly going to be favoured. In my eyes, the only reason he's going to be favoured really is due to activity. He's been more active out the two. Obviously, Jamahal is coming off the couch, sort of, not really, but coming off a layoff. I think his last fight was like over a year ago. I think they got it down to 13, 14 months ago. So that's quite a bit of a layoff. But Alex Pereira has been more active. He's been in training camps. He's been fighting. He's been winning championships, while Jamahal hasn't. There was a bit of questioning when this fight was announced. Is Jamahal fully fit to fight? Because Achilles tendon detachment or injury usually takes around 2 years for some people, but he's come back a lot sooner. So he's a superhuman, or he's doing the right things to rehab. This is going to be a good fight. I think a lot of people are underestimating Jamahal, and it's really dangerous. Like, how can Jamahal be the light heavyweight champion, and you lot are trying to say, and people are trying to say, that he's going to get taken out by Alex? It doesn't work like that. You cannot be the light heavyweight champion of a stacked division, beat a road killers, and if someone just comes and take you out. I don't see it happening. I don't know who's going to win this fight. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know who to pick in this fight, but I'm going to only reason that I'm leaning towards Pereira is due to activity. He's got the skill. Pereira's got the skill. He's fundamentally has the skills. Got the leg kicks. He's got the knockout power. He's got the left hook. But don't get it mistaken. Jamahal can knock you out. He can knock out anybody. Even though Pereira has the leg kicks, obviously Jamahal training for the leg kicks to counter off the leg kicks. So when he throws one, he's ready to counter with a punch. I've seen it happen so many times, and people get caught by that way. So it's going to be a close fight. I am in no position to say that Pereira is going to take out Jamahal. I just don't like a walkthrough. I don't see that happening. I'm definitely not agreeing with that. I think this is going to be a hard fight. I see a stoppage. I'm not sure. I'm only leaning towards Pereira because of his being more active, and hopefully Jamahal is fully healed. I don't know the full story behind him coming back early from that kind of damage. Is he fully healed? He's been away from the cage, ring rust. It all favours Alexander Pereira, but don't count out sweet dreams, or you may have sweet dreams.